Hey guys, this is SansCorpsTarot, and today I am back again with another pick a card reading. This one is going to be for singles, and it's going to be all about what's next in love for them. So we have three groups here, chosen from the Pure Magic Oracle deck. So group 1, you have Earth Mother. Group 2, you have Belladonna Visions. And group 3, you have Secret Seances. So I'm just gonna let, whatever wants to come through, come through. And so, this is not necessarily like who's your next romantic partner. It's just sort of like what's next in love, what's the next phase of your love life, what's gonna be going on in your romance sphere. So yeah, take your time. I think these cards have sort of your energies, so meditate on what energy you feel like you're going to be in when it comes to what's next in love, and then see which group kind of contains that energy. And I will see you guys in your readings. Hey group 1, if you chose Earth Mother, this will be your pile all about what's next in love for you, for singles. I just saw 111 on the timer. That may be a synchronicity for you guys. First, I just want to start off with the energy of this card being very over it a little bit. But, I feel like you've had a lot of lessons when it comes to love and your romantic life. I feel like you've gone through a lot of cycles, and maybe you don't even feel like you've learned a lot of lessons so much as you've just gone through a lot of like trials and tribulations, a lot of challenges when it comes to love. And I am feeling like you're sort of over the hump. You're on the like the brighter side of things. I feel like it's not so much of a desolate, hopeless energy that you're in anymore, but I think it's more of a like you are over it a little bit. You know what you want, what you deserve, because you're sort of exhausted by being disappointed by people. So yeah, it says psychic recharge, grounded healer, mentor, layers. Yeah, I feel like right now your period of singleness is sort of a psychic recharge. I feel like you have sort of gone through so many things. My phone keeps going off. So yeah, I think you have been going through so many lessons and cycles in love, and if I'm being honest, probably a lot of other areas of your life. This group, I feel like, is very, very highly in tune with their intuition and their the spiritual side of themselves. And so I feel like, yeah, I think right now your period of stagnancy in your love life has very much been a sort of recharge for you. Grounded healer. Yeah, I think that that's sort of a message of what you've been doing, but also what's going to continue to help you. It's going to continue to help you to try to ground yourself and heal yourself and focus on yourself and try to recharge, especially doing things that are spiritual, like spiritual baths, or maybe like waters or cleanses or something, whatever you resonate with. But okay, let's just straight up get some tarot cards. Let's say what's next in love for pile 1. What's next in love for pile number 1, the singles, which is pile number 1. Ooh, adventure, but I'm still being called to the fact that we still can't really quite see anything. Like this is a person. It almost looks like they're waving goodbye or hello to someone, but like we can't really see what they're seeing. They look super excited about something in the distance, but I still don't know exactly what they're excited by. And then we have 9 of Wands. So you guys have a lot of Wands energy. You guys have a lot of excitement and like passion in you. You guys are a lover, I feel like, or you guys feel like you have the potential to be a lover. Yeah, I think that you guys are just simply, you're ready to meet someone and to hit it off. You're ready to have like adventures and excitement in your life again. But there is defensive energy. Woo. And then we got hit with the devil. So let's see. I'm going to clarify each of these cards. So I think that, all right, Yeah, first let's clarify these cards. There could be an energy of hastiness, if I'm being honest, you guys. I think that because I did mention you guys are in a period of, recharging right now, I think that it is really important for you guys to kind of not have so much of this Three of Wands energies. So we have Three of Wands being clarified by the Magician, and it did come out reverse. I don't really take reversals, but I do sort of like pick up on blocked energy and take note of, if it comes out reverse or anything. And I feel like it is something that is the message for you, basically. I feel like you are the Magician and you're able to be upright and you're able to effortlessly manifest these things, but like it's telling you to slow down. Your spirit guides are telling you to slow down. Suspended person, yes. So you're super defensive. I feel like so you still have more to recharge, if I'm being honest. Like you guys have been through it a little bit, or they're just simply like, there's more peace to be found within yourself. I feel like maybe you guys are on a journey of curating more peace in your life, becoming a happier person, becoming a more peaceful person. Maybe you've been cutting off people, situations, energies in general in your life that you found aren't as aligned with you. And it could be something as simple as before every Friday you used to go out to the bar with your friends, but now you realize you don't like drinking, you don't like spending that sort of money, and you'd sort of rather be at home and just hang out with your friends after they come back from the bar. And that's what you decide to do. And maybe your friends gave you a little bit of slack for it, or maybe you just felt kind of guilty or felt like, fear of missing out, FOMO on it. But, ultimately you were like, no, it makes me feel better to just, sit out the bar and wait until they get home and hang out with them then. But yeah, so this, anyway, what I was getting at by that is basically, I think you've been in that energy, and I think that you're supposed to sort of continue to be in that energy, and I think that you're being given, so Queen of Pentacles clarifying the Devil. That's so interesting. Okay, so let's talk. So you're a very powerful person. You're a very spiritual person. That was very obvious from, the Earth Mother card. And especially the fact that there's like a crow right there. Crows are so beautifully spiritual for me. Like I have a very personal, deep connection with crows in my own life and my own spiritual journey. So I feel like you guys are also deeply, deeply spiritual yourselves. And so I feel like this is just simply saying, I think this message was coming through before. I think that you guys meet and are surrounded by a lot of people that you do have some sort of soul tie with. People who maybe are part of your soul family, or maybe they're just people that you have some sort of like, deeper spiritual connection with. Someone who is not just an acquaintance, someone that you're supposed to maybe learn something from, or they're supposed to learn something from you, even if it's something super small. I'm talking about like, maybe this is literally just a person that you saw on Tinder, that you matched with on Tinder. This message came through in a different pile, in a different reading. But yeah, so maybe this is someone that you matched with on Tinder, and like everything about them was incredible, and they like checked all of the boxes except for their job. Maybe their job was something that you just like vehemently disagree with, and you just like cannot accept it in a partner, and you didn't realize that before, but it's like you matched with them, you got to know them, and eventually you were confronted face to face with a real potential suitor who did have a job that you already always knew you had a distaste for it, but it was never on your list of things to like, of red flags, or like things that are a no. And so this experience taught you that, and I think that you did have like a soul connection, some sort of soul past life, spiritual contract type bond with that person that you learned that lesson from, with the person who you matched with on Tinder who had that job, because they were just simply put, they were someone on your path who taught you a lesson about what you want in love, what you're looking for, even if it was something very small like that, because it's still something meaningful, something that you did care about in the end, something that did actually impact how you saw them and the relationship's potential. And so I'm getting the energy that right now you could be meeting a lot of people, and you're so eager and ready to make something happen in those connections and from those people, and you're just being told to slow down. And I think that you'll realize that even if you did go towards them, you'll sort of be forced to slow down. I think that just the spiritual nature of you, I think that you're on a journey of learning lessons in this moment right now, and I think you're very much being prepped for something. That's the energy that it's giving me. It's giving me the energy of like, oh my gosh, like Hercules in the Hercules movie, like prepping to like, you know, defeat like, I don't even know, the Titans or something. I don't know. Yeah, you're like a hero, like a spiritual leader, a hero being prepped for like the journey. And I think, as in like, I think your divine counterpart being prepped for your union with your divine counterpart, and you're learning a bunch of lessons because of that, and you're meeting a bunch of people, and maybe you do have on some rose-colored glasses, and so you really want to jump the gun with these people, and you get excited at the potential that they have, but then, you know, something goes wrong. Maybe, you know, it's someone who you find out they actually have a partner, or it's someone who you work with, so it's like it just doesn't really work out quite that comfortably, and so you're like, let's not open that can of worms. But yeah, just something like sort of logistical goes wrong. You guys are, because you're not really supposed to be stepping towards each other. I think that this thing in the distance is going to stay as something concealed, you know? You'll only ever see these people as their potential, because I don't think that you'll actually get the opportunity to really dive deep in with any of these energies. But I think that this is sort of an energy that you're in right now, or an energy that you're soon to be in. And I mean, it's not going to be a forever energy, let me tell you guys. It's going to be a temporary energy, but like, it's going to be more temporary the more you validate its temporariness, you know? So I think that if you're really trying to, if you're, for example, if this is something like a coworker and you just decide to like hold on really tightly to the idea of them, even though, you know, realistically, logically, you would probably not be able to date a coworker because maybe like the type of job you're in, it's just like forbidden, or it's like super unsavory. And maybe they literally do have like a partner or something, but you're just like fantasizing about what if they like, you know, break up with their partner, and you just like keep holding on to hope that the logistics of this will somehow work out, while you know that it probably won't. And I think that that fact is buried deep within you. You wouldn't admit that to yourself, or maybe you would, but there's still just some sort of emotional attachment to these things where you just, you know, if you don't let go of these things, then you're going to just keep holding out for this coworker. Then, you know, maybe the person that you really do want to manifest walks into your life or walks by you, but you're too busy with your head turned staring at your coworker to even notice them. And so I think that just the quicker you sort of take these people as the transient, fleeting lessons as they're meant to be, the easier it'll be to realize when it's something that's not supposed to be temporary. All right, but let's see, like, let's get some information about like your next connection. Or honestly, I mean, yeah, because this basically is, there's not much of a you know, there are only two energies basically, like you're in a connection or you're not, or you're in connection/connections or you're not. And so this definitely is like the energy of when you're not in connections, when you're just sort of testing the waters, meeting people, dating around. So let's get some energy about like your next connection, because I feel like you guys, I mean, yeah, you guys are going to learn these lessons. It's going to work out, and I'm so excited because I think that like it's not only going to work out, but it's going to be, it's probably going to be it, if I'm being honest. I just have the intuitive feeling like that whatever next relationship you get into is probably going to be like the last one, because I feel like there's just been a lot that you've gone through. You're giving me very wise energy. So let's see. For pile, well, actually, you know what I'm actually going to get first? I'm going to get apples to apples cards to set the stage for it. So what's next in love for pile one, but, you know, specifically what's the next connection that they're going to be in? What's their next connection? What's next in love for pile one? What's pile one's next connection? Painful. Okay, honestly, that's the energy that you're coming out of. Or you're like I think that if I'm being real, I think this energy is a little bit painful. It does hurt to rip yourself away from this beautiful vision, because it is like, I just can't stop looking at the Three of Wands. The person is just like, oh, look at the prize. Like, finally, I'm so close. Like, I've finally gotten what I've been looking for my whole life. But then, like, you have to be the one to rip your, like, head away from it and to stop looking at it, because you know, like, in your heart of hearts, that it's not logistically meant to be, and that the relationship and connection you're seeking out is not going to be something with those sort of obstacles attached to it. Let's see, what's pile one's next connection, though? Oh my gosh, lazy. I think you're being called to be lazy. I think that also maybe this is a person who is lazy, but let's see. This is so interesting. Let's get some more cards. Unforgettable, jolly. Yeah, so what a vibe change. Because I was wondering, I was like, these aren't that great of cards, but I was feeling like, you know, pretty good energy is going to come for what's next in love for you guys, like in a connection wise. But I feel like, yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like solidly for the next around a year for a lot of you guys, I feel like you guys are going to mainly be in the process of meeting people and learning to not give your all to anyone that you come across, or learning to stick it out for the person that you really want. And I think that is going to be a painful energy. You're being called to be lazy. You're being called to be slow. You're not being called to be careless. You're called to be very careful. You know, it's interesting that they have lazy and then two synonyms, and it's slow and careless, because honestly, lazy, hasty is careless, and hasty is the opposite of lazy. Hasty is doing too much too quickly, but also in a careless way. So it's interesting that careless comes out is a synonym, because yeah, you're being called to not be hasty when it comes to people and connections. You're called to be lazy, because I feel like truly what is meant for you will not pass you by, and that's why you are stuck right now in this Three of Wands energy. You're stuck thinking about the what ifs and the potentials. You're stuck feeling like there's something in the distance that you have to look after and look for and reach towards, when in reality, the thing that you're looking for, I think it's going to be something like a little iguana that comes up behind you and that like nips your heel, and you're like, oh, what was that? And then you look down on the floor and it's your divine counterpart. Yeah. So, and I think that's what's going to be unforgettable about it. I think that you're going to have to, I think this energy is going to be exactly as long as it needs to be to get you to truly detach from romance. Like, I think that very much even after watching this reading, you guys could still, and no hate at all, not to roast you at all. I'm doing this too. Like, I feel like this pile is probably really meant for me in a lot of ways. Because I wouldn't be surprised if after this reading you guys still go out and sort of put back on those rose-colored glasses and put your heart and soul into these fleeting connections that surround you, almost just because you want something to focus on and you want like a romantic connection to fantasize about. And, you know, that's okay, but you're just being called to not read too much into it. Don't emotionally invest too much into it. Keep your options open. Look everywhere. Don't just be fixated ahead in front of you on this thing you see far in the distance, but look all around you. Like, scan the entire horizon to see if there's anything that you would want to walk towards as well, that maybe has less obstacles between you and it. And I think that this thing that you do find, it's going to be unforgettable when you do stumble upon it. Hold on. I got chilly, so I put on a sweatshirt, but then I got hot, so I'm taking it off. Okay, gonna take a sip of coffee. Alrighty. So yeah, I think that when you do meet this person, it's going to be unforgettable. And then, yeah, I feel jolly and cuddly. Those are just energies of you guys being into your relationship. This is so interesting because, honestly, this is how I'm seeing these cards be set up right now. I'm seeing these two apples to apples cards, this card, and then these two apples to apples to cards. And it's giving me almost like a timeline energy. So I'm feeling like you have two cards for the energy of probably where you are right now imminently upon this reading, which is like this a little bit painful energy of having to detach from the connections around you and having to you know, feel like these people and connections are out of reach, because they are, because they're supposed to be. You know, because they're not really the people that you're supposed to end up with. They're just people that you're supposed to learn things from. And you have a natural spiritual, like, part of you, and so you just pick up on those connections and the spiritual nature of your bond to these people, and it confuses you about the nature of these bonds. And so that's the energy you're in right now, and then this is the energy when you meet this next person, and then these are the energies after you meet this next person. And so I think, you know, it's very quick. You meet this person, it's very sudden, and I feel like you guys have taken the time to learn so many things that you guys will quickly come into a very solid, committed relationship, like, very quickly. That's the energy that this is giving me. It's like, this was taking so long, and then this happened quickly. This random thing happened quickly, random thing, aka meeting this person, and then, like, immediately after that, you guys have just, like, this same sort of long, stagnant, drawn out energy of your relationship. And so it feels like you very quickly, it's giving me the energy of, like, mirrored images. Like, your life was predictable, like, maybe your life's a little predictable now, or a little stagnant now, and then your life, even after you come in, like, this is a weird message to be coming through, like, after you meet this person, like, your life's gonna become predictable again, but in such, like, in the way that you want, you know, in the predictable, secure way. So right now you feel like, oh, my life is predictable because it's boring, but then you're gonna meet this person, and I think it is gonna be a little bit of a whirlwind romance, if I'm being honest, but, like, very soon after meeting them, you're gonna feel so closely tied to their energy. You guys are going to have such a deep bond, I feel like, together, that it's going to very quickly morph into like, predictability but just in regards to the security and stability of your relationships, or of your relationship. I don't think, I mean, take what resonates. Maybe some of you are polyamorous, and relationships is relevant to you guys, but I think that you guys are just simply going to, yeah, you guys are going to very quickly bond, link together with this person. I think this message came through in another reading in this pile. Definitely comment below if you chose the same readings with both of these messages. But it was giving me the vibes of two puzzle pieces, like, just finding each other, like, fitting together, clicking, and locking in place, and, like, never being able to be torn apart again. It's giving me that energy that you guys, like, yeah, become extensions of each other's selves. Yeah, so that's a beautiful energy to come through. Let's get some more messages about this relationship by the Mundane Magic Tarot deck. About this next connection for the singles, for pile 1 singles. Yeah, Jolly and Cuddly. Just those two cards specifically are just such a, like, a pure, warm energy to me. And I'm getting that, this is interesting. I'm getting that this person could be a fire sign, which is interesting because we have a lot of wands here, but I honestly wasn't getting that as your energy. You could be wands, but I'm honestly getting, you may be Scorpio. I'm getting water energy. I'm getting, you know, maybe Libra too from some of you guys. Capricorn as well with the devil. But what was I going to say? Yeah, the person that you're in a connection with next is probably very fire sign, because I'm getting that they're very warm. So we have the 9 of Wands again, so 2 9 of Wands. Then we have the Pupil of Coins, which is, I believe that's the page, Knight of Coins, which makes sense, you guys, because the Knight of Coins is a slow-moving energy, and so this is telling you guys that, you know, 9 of Wands again, it is going to come after a little bit. You are going to have to, I feel like this is, like, the 9 of Wands is both your defensiveness in really wanting a romantic connection now, but it's also sort of like the things that you don't realize are keeping you from having a romantic connection now. And not to say that you guys, like, you know, your singleness is like a punishment for something, but just to say that you don't even realize the things, you don't realize all that it is that you want out of a relationship, all that it is that you want out of a partner. And so, like, right now you're feeling defensive because you're feeling like, hey, why isn't this person looking at me? But in reality, it's because you guys aren't the type of people who should be looking at each other. You know, maybe this person, they're a hottie, but maybe they don't communicate, and you get a lot of anxiety when people don't communicate with you. And you're like, why isn't this person looking at me? But the universe is like, it's because it would make you miserable if you guys were looking at each other. And then we have Temperance, yeah. So that's the energy that you're going to need to embody before coming into union with this next connection. Not like as a threat or anything, but it's just simply going to be the energy that you will naturally be embodying after learning these lessons. But I feel like also this person is going to, they're a very tempered person, this person you're in a connection with next. They're going to come to you, it's going to be drawn out, the lessons that you've learned to sort of manifest them, but it really is like you manifested them. You manifested the perfect balance of a person, you know? They have everything that you want. They're very warm, but they're very emotionally connected to you, but they're also passionate and interesting. They're an intellectual. They're calm. Maybe you've had very volatile connections in the past. They are fiery though, so they're passionate about things. A message is coming through. Maybe you guys never really liked the nice guys or like nice girls or nice people because they just weren't, you didn't think they were exciting enough for you. But this is going to be like the first nice person that you meet who's also genuinely like a super fun person. And then we have 9 of Knives, which is the 9 of Swords. So interesting. So 999 could be a message for some of you, or a sign that you guys are honestly about to come into union, which makes sense because 999, one more, and then you're at 1,000. 999 has the energy of almost reaching completion. And the fact that, yeah, I think that honestly for a lot of you guys watching this too, maybe you've actually been in this painful energy of having to just sort of feel so out of reach and far from potential romantic connections. Maybe you've been in that energy for a while now, and this could be the message that actually it could be pretty soon that you meet this next person because you've already been learning these lessons. So I'm gonna get a few more, one more. And then we have 9 of Lattes, which is the 9 of Cups, you guys. 9999. This is crazy. Like, the only 9 card that we didn't get from this deck is the 9 of Coins. Oh my god, you guys, that's crazy. 9 of Cups. You guys are going to have a lot of emotional fulfillment with this person. I think that this person really could be coming in soon for you guys. I think that, yeah, you guys are going to also be so quick to just completely latch onto this person. You guys are going to be very quick to come into union with them. Very stable union as well. We have the Emperor also coming out, and the Emperor, and then we have this picture of this lounge chair, which is just like, what an incredible imagery to be given. Because like, I feel like, don't we all have that sort of classic chair in our house? I'm literally staring at the one in my home right now. Like, it's in like view of me. We all have that just classic lounge chair that like maybe like some sort of father figure, masculine figure, or just like some sort of protective figure, I feel like, in our lives just sat in these chairs, or maybe we sat in those chairs with them too or something. But you know, it's not giving me the toxic Emperor energy. It's giving me the energy of someone who is so balanced, who is so fair, and so just the perfect mix of everything you've been wanting in a partner, that you have no trouble absolutely trusting them. And I think that that's sort of something that you're not aware of right now. I think that you're not aware that you do have some issues with trusting people who do come into your life. And I think that it may simply be because you felt so far out of reach from these people, and you felt like, you know, you can only ever look and never touch these people. And so when you're actually given this person, you're able to touch them and you're like, is this true? So I think that you do have some sort of trust issues when it comes to things like that. And that adds to your defensiveness right now. But I think that, yeah, you're just going to be able to trust this person so easily because they're going to show you exactly who they are. This is giving me like just the stereotypical like father figure, but like everything that you would want in a father. You know, the stereotypically good father figure who's like, you know, a protector, a provider, but also like a source of, you know, security and stability, and not, you know, a scary, forceful presence in their life, but, you know, someone they can rely on when they're, you know, feeling worried. Yeah. So I think that that's going to be how you feel about this person. So you're going to, like, just know that whatever you're doing right now, like, you're manifesting this person that's coming into your life. So just be aware of that, you know? And use that lens when you meet people, you know? Be like, literally, this is the mantra that you're supposed to, like, reiterate to yourself. You're supposed to say, whenever you meet a new person, you're supposed to say, is this my absolute dream person? Do they check all of my boxes? And if the answer is no in any way, no matter how small, you're being called to stand firm in that and just let it flow by. Let them go off in the distance and admire them. Because I feel like by doing that, you'll be able to more reasonably be balanced and see, you know, see someone walking by who is literally your dream person. So it's not even saying necessarily to discredit people instantly. It's just saying to recognize where people are not completely fulfilling your wildest fantasies, and just don't assume that they're going to fulfill your wildest fantasies. So let's get some more, honestly. Let's get some cards about this next connection. About pile one's next connection. Some Magdalene Oracle cards about pile one's next connection. Gratitude. You guys are going to be so grateful for them. They're going to color your world. Look at how beautifully colored that person is and that picture is. I feel like also, yeah, this is going to be someone, like, I feel like you've never been as close to a person as you will be with this person. It's giving me the vibes of, even if you have been in romantic connections in the past, they just simply have not been to the caliber or that this relationship will be. Like, they will not have been nearly as intense or loving or intimate as this relationship has been. The secret, guys, this is like the manifesting card, you know? This is like the intentional manifesting. So guys, this is also could be something that can really help you manifest this person into your life. And I'm getting that this is also something that will really help you decipher, you know, if these people coming into your life are this dream person or not, because you're supposed to be intentionally manifesting, visualizing this person that you want, the dream partner, and then, you know, compare that to the people that you meet in real life. Almost like these people are real life pick-a groups, you know? Like what I tell you in the intro to meditate on the group, meditate on the energy that you think your dream connection will be, and then when you meet people in real life, meditate on their energy and be like, are these energies compatible? And if the answer is yes, then okay, you go for it. Keep yourself open up to that possibility. And if the answer is no, then you can still keep yourself open up to that possibility, but also keep yourself open to the possibility of other people. So that's beautiful. I love that, like confirmation. I love it when things do that. It's so fun. So let's get some advice. Let's get some final advice for you. For pile one, when it comes to love, I mean, it was a beautiful message to deliver, you guys, because I think your next connection is definitely the connection. It's it, you know, like, I feel very confident in that, if I'm being honest. And I think we didn't even really get a lot about that person's energy. We just got sort of a lot about their role in your life. So if you want to know more about their specific energy, feel free to watch some of my other videos. But I think that, yeah, right now you have to fend off people a little bit. But like this person is coming. 9999. Like this person could be coming super soon for some of you guys, honestly. We have 40. The morning, the world awaits you. Yeah, that's going to be this person. This person's going to await you. That's going to be... I had this message come out for myself in a reading, and you guys could resonate with it, actually. I think that, you know, you guys are deeply spiritual. It could be that you guys are getting so many synchronicities. Maybe you guys keep seeing things like 1111, 999, and you just think to yourself, I'm gonna meet my person today. And maybe it's not like a real like thing that you're feeling, but it's rather just like a download that washes over you, where you're like, yeah, I'm probably gonna meet the love of my life today. And then you actually do. And this is just you like waking up that morning, like unsuspecting, but also like intuitively knowing a little bit. Let's get some more. Oh, garden, something lovely will grow from this. Yeah, so look at the fact that this is a sword too. Yeah, I mean, I'm just being called to the fact we have the 9 of Swords and just so much exhaustion energy. So yeah, I'm feeling like something lovely will grow from this. Something lovely will grow from this relatively painful energy that you're in now. It's not that fun to be surrounded by people and know the potential that these connections could have, because we're such psychic, spiritual beings, yet, you know, being unable to actually come into union with them. It is painful. It's not fun. Lavender, surround yourself with love. That's beautiful. Yeah, you're going to, this person, this next connection that you have is going to surround you with love. But I think that even the random connections that you meet now, don't resent them. You know, be grateful for them, because I think that they also surround you with love. I think that they're people that, you know, in retrospect, in a few years, you'll be able to say, all right, I'm glad that I did go through that, because I did end up meeting my actual person, even though it was a little rough to have to, you know, meet that hot coworker and work next to them for so long and never be able to date them. I'm glad that that happened, because ultimately I held out for like my perfect person. But I think, you know, you could still have a lot of fun times with that coworker. That coworker is probably still really cool. Maybe, and you know, maybe they even just, they were something to fantasize about, you know? So also don't beat yourself up for that, you know? We sometimes fantasizing about the potential of connections can help put us in the energy to manifest a connection with that actual energy. Because a lot of the time, especially for you, I feel like your fantasies are very much actually just you know, visualizations / manifestations. I feel like your fantasies are very much almost just little scripts that actually do come true in some ways in the future. They're little instances of deja vu for what's to come, honestly. So I feel like, you know, any little fantasy you have about like you and your coworker like going on a date, I feel like that fantasy could actually play out with you going on a date with this, you know, person, this future connection that's like you're going to be with for a while, this future life partner that you will meet soon-ish. But okay, whew, a lot of messages came through in the end. But all right, pile 1, I am going to leave it here for you guys. I hope you guys liked that message. Yeah, definitely feel free to look at my future spouse readings, because I gotta be real, I feel like this next person you'll be in a connection with will be a life partner, a future spouse type person. So feel free to watch those readings to get a better vibe for their personality. But yeah, I hope you have a nice day or night whenever you're watching this. Please subscribe if you want to keep up with me, because I'd love to be able to tap into your energy a little better. But yeah, bye guys. Hey, pile 2, if you chose Belladonna Visions, this will be your reading all about what's next in love for you singles. So first, the words that it has right here, the phrases, they are caution, guidance, clarity, and stand firm. Oh, sorry, I keep holding it out of frame. But yeah, so those are some intense messages. So right off the bat, I feel like you guys have haters in your midst. I feel like you guys are probably very powerful people. I think very like hot and attractive people. Maybe not even just physically, but maybe in just a lot of ways. You have a lot of things that people want. So I think that already you're the type of person to have just a lot of haters around you, a lot of negative energy. But I think that also, like specifically when it comes to love, I think that this could potentially be talking about some sort of toxic past energy returning. So let's just quickly pull some cards on that. Let's pull some cards on just Oh yeah, I split the deck and I got Tower, you guys. But I don't know how to hold my hand like that. Ugh. To show you, yeah, the Tower. Well, let's get some cards about what's next in love for pile 1. Not pile 1, pile 2. But yeah, let me tell you guys. If this is just going to be about an ex, let me tell you, it looks like this is a toxic friggin' ex. Like, this is not a good person. I think that if this is talking about someone from the past, it's talking about someone who you do not want from the past. So if there's like an ex that you guys do want to get back together with, this is not that person. This is someone who, Three of Cups, maybe they cheated on you, maybe they, like, even emotionally, and it could have just been, maybe they were like just very flirty with other people and maybe they passed it off as nothing and they almost like gaslit you about it. Ace of Coins, yeah, they're gonna come back and try to offer you something, and well, let's see, we'll get some clarifying cards for it. And then we got Three of Pentacles, you guys. This person, yeah, I feel like even if they didn't actually cheat on you, and maybe that's what it is for a lot of people. Wow, I turned over the deck and I have Six of Pentacles. So I think even if this person did not necessarily cheat on you, I think this is a person who was just so flighty and they very much made you feel like they cared about other people more than you, or they made you feel like you weren't really that important to them. 313. Maybe you guys, maybe they're into 303. 2 plus 8. Oh my god, guys, I was gonna say 2 and 8. That's 3, another 3 that reduces to 3, but no, it does not. It reduces to 10, or it adds up to 10, which reduces to 1. I am very wrong. But yeah, I think that this person they're gonna come back and I think that they're gonna try to tell you. I'm getting like they're not even really going to come back with very much an emotional offer, but I think that they're going to come back with just something almost like, they're going to be like, I'm over it, are you over it, in relation to, whatever bad energy happened in your past. I think that they're going to try to come back but in like a cool, play it cool way, I think that this could be something like, if this is an ex, then maybe it's someone who's going to, come back and start hanging out with your guys' mutual friends again, and they're like, oh no, it's just like, I'm cool, I'm just doing this because I want to hang out with friends, but in reality it's because they actually, maybe there's some aspect of they want to get under your skin, but also I think that you guys do have a very karmic relationship, let me tell you. So I don't even, they want to get under your skin, but like, because they don't know any better, they don't really realize how toxic it is, like how toxic it is their want to come back together with you. Card fell. All right, and then we have so we have Six of Swords, and then we have the Magician clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. And let's get a clarifying card for Three of Pentacles. This guy jumped out. Ooh, the Four of Cups. Okay, you guys, yeah. So I think that this is just someone, yeah, they very much chose other people above you, simply put. And regardless of who this is, this could have just been someone you were dating. Maybe this is even just like a friend. Because, for those of you who maybe haven't had that many romantic connections, maybe this is something just like a toxic friend, toxic family member, just a toxic connection in your life. For those of you who have had more romantic connections, I think this is going to be a past toxic romantic partner or like romantic suitor. It could have just been someone you were dating or seeing casually, maybe even just a friends with benefits who just turned toxic or something. But this is someone who they made you feel like they were having more fun with other people, or they made you feel like they were having more fun without you. And so I think that they cut it off, honestly. Or even if you cut it off, I feel like what could have been an energy of you cutting it off with the anticipation/hope of them running back to you and being like, no, please let me stay. But actually they were like, oh, okay, I'll just sail away, that's fine. But now they are kind of coming back, and that's why we're really getting the message of stand firm. You guys really exercised a lot of self-restraint when you let this person sail away from you, and you're being called to like maintain that. I think that the difference is when it initially happened, they sort of were in control of leaving to some extent, whereas I feel like now they're very much trying to re-enter your energetic field, and you have to sort of do all of the legwork in leaving them out in the cold and abandoning them and just making sure that you do not let them in again. Especially because we do have so many other, you know, beautiful messages sort of coming through with these cards, because we got the Three of Cups. So I feel like you guys are going to be like, you guys are going to be able to meet someone, you know, you guys are going to be able to meet someone not toxic, not like that person, someone, you know, whatever this person has, whatever this person is trying to offer you, you know, maybe they're attractive, maybe they're really funny, maybe they have a great job. I feel like whatever this person is trying to offer you through their presence, like you will be able to find it very quickly, very soon in other people who are nice to you, who are kind, and who want to be around you and make you feel appreciated the way that you deserve to be appreciated. And so with this Three of Cups and Three of Pentacles, that's not only how this toxic person left you in the past, but I think that that's also sort of the potential of, you know, the energy that you're going to be embodying when this person tries to re-enter your life. So I think that you're going to be, you know, in a joyous sort of era of your life where you're hanging out with friends more, going out, meeting romantic partners, and I think maybe this person even can energetically or pick up on that, or maybe they actually like follow you on social media and they see you going out and having fun, and you know, they get a little jealous, they get a little controlling, and they want to come back and stir stuff up because of that. But yeah, definitely stand your ground, stand firm. Yeah, be cautious of this person. This person did not change. If this is, but yeah, like once again, this is a toxic person. This is a person that you do not want from your past. Oh my gosh, I keep like moving this. Sorry, you guys. You see my legs, and I move my legs a lot, so I do not want you guys to see my legs. Yeah, let's get some more cards about like what's the new coming in, because I'm definitely getting a lot of great new potential. I'm getting like, yeah, a lot of joyous energy where you guys just are hanging out with people, not taking things too heavily, too intensely. You're taking things lightly. I feel like you're getting offered a lot of things. You're looking around, you know, you're just, it is a lot of nice, lighthearted energy, which is making me very proud of you guys, and also making me even more frustrated that this person is trying to sort of disrupt that lighthearted energy, because it can be hard, you know, when we want romance in our life, it can be hard to sort of enjoy our singleness. But I feel like you're very much like enjoying your singleness, and if you're not right now, then I think that that's something that you're going to be doing soon, or something that you're going to be doing shortly before this toxic person re-enters your life. But let's get some more cards about, like, yeah, the new. I want the new. What's the new stuff for love for pile number 2? Because we know about this toxic person. We don't need that much more on that because, you know, we just don't want it. But what's the new? Too many cards. For some of you guys, I think that also you could be presented with some people who are similar to this person as well. So I think, yeah, Ace of Swords, I think it's not only this person coming back, but it's like this person's coming back, but maybe even before they come back, it's just you encounter people with their characteristics and people that you have to stand your ground with them too. And maybe that's the message for some of you guys watching this. Maybe it's not even an ex is coming back, but maybe you guys meet someone who is so much like an ex, and maybe you even meet someone and you're like, this person's just like my ex, but I know they're not toxic in the way that they are, or I know they're going to treat me better than they are. But, you know, maybe they and your ex have the same sort of sarcastic sense of humor, but then maybe your ex used it in a toxic way to weaponize you via humor, and maybe this person is going to do the same exact thing. So you're being called to be very cautious about these people. Ace of Knives and then Ace of Coins, Ace of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles twice, you guys. I love this, but you guys are going to be offered a lot of things, but I think and it's not all of these energies are going to be toxic, but definitely like some of them will be, because I feel like you guys do have such an attractive hot energy just to you. Like that's just sort of your aura, guys. I'm getting like this could be your aura could be pink, purple, you know, indigo, blues type hues. That reminded me of Blue's Clues saying that, but anyway. I think that, yeah, you guys just naturally have a lot of people stepping towards you, and so you're gonna need to, yeah, do just, and it's not giving me the energy of like little things that you need to nitpick on, but it's like these are going to be obvious red flags. It could be, this is giving me the energy that, you know, maybe you guys like bad boys, and maybe there's nothing wrong with liking, you know, a type, but you know, sometimes bad boys, liking those type of people actually just is code for liking people who don't really treat you very well, because you have some sort of like insecurities that you're projecting into your relationships. And so I feel like it's just sort of being aware of those red flags, you know? It's one thing to like people who look like they're a bad boy, but it's another thing to like people who, you know, treat you like they're a bad boy, you know? Another thing, you know, so yeah, maybe they, you know, maybe this is like an edgy person, but they're an edgy person who's also like kind-hearted, whereas like, you know, a red flag would be an edgy person who's actually also just like rude and like apathetic. But yeah, so just watch out for that in some people. It will be obvious though. These will be red flags that this other toxic person had as well. So that'll help you sort of parse through these people. We also have Four of Lighters, which is the Four of Wands. Yeah. You guys are gonna meet someone. So this is like a homecoming victory sort of energy. It gives me that vibe of a cross between the Chariot and the Six of Wands, and because it is like a homecoming energy like the Chariot, but it also feels like a crowning victorious energy like the Six of Wands. And so I'm guessing I feel like that's how you know, you are gonna find someone who, you know, they have all the like traits that you liked in this toxic person or in these toxic people that you've seen, but they're actually gonna, act. It's not, they don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk as well. This is someone who's actually going to want to like settle down with you. I think that this is someone who's like, they will make gestures and romantic gestures towards you that other people probably haven't. I'm feeling like, yeah, for a lot of you, maybe you were into people who did identify a little bit as like bad boy, bad girl, bad person type vibe. Maybe you liked the people who were a little edgier, and you're going to meet someone who is really edgy looking, and they have that vibe and that rougher energy that you like and are attracted to, but they're also going to be a really kind-hearted person and really sympathetic, and like maybe they have a dog and they volunteer, and they're gonna like write you little notes and like write you a poem or like a song, and maybe even before you'd be like, man, if I thought that like that stuff was tacky, but like this person makes it look cool. And we also have the Magician. You guys have the Magician twice. And oh, I love that. I love the fact you have the Magician twice and you have the Ace of Pentacles twice. And the Magician is number 1. You guys, 1111. This is so exciting. I think that this... oh my god, like, maybe you guys, this is so weird. I mean, these are just intense synchronicities. Maybe you guys are also, like, on a twin flame journey or something. And maybe that is, like, this person that you're gonna be meeting. But yeah, like, that's crazy because, I mean, pile 1 also sort of had a similar message, but, like, I can't, like, deny the synchronicities, you guys. Like, this is crazy to have the Ace of Pentacles twice and the Magician twice. Yeah. So we also have the Five of Cups. You guys are going to... yeah, you guys are going to have to reject some people, if I'm being honest. You guys are going to have to reject some people, but I don't think that you guys are going to have that much of a problem with it. But it's just like, you need to remember that, yes, you're supposed to be so super attracted to people and attracted to this person that you want, but like, you gotta know that sometimes when your attraction to a person is actually just because, maybe you do have some sort of like insecurities or something. Like maybe you're attracted to people that treat you like you're nothing because you feel like that's what you deserve. And so yeah, maybe you also like edgy people, but you need to be in connections with edgy people who also treat you like you're worthy of how you're supposed to be treated. Yeah, this person is, I think that also, this is going to be someone that you guys just have a lot of fun with, I feel like. Let's get some apples to apples cards, actually. Yeah, your next connection, they're going to be fun. They're going to be someone like, they're going to be, so pile 1, I was getting more of like an intentional manifesting energy, but this is not really giving me intentional manifesting energy. This is giving me the energy of just someone who's living their life, having fun, being single, and then, you know, they're having to fend off these toxic people from invading their space and their peace. And then you have so many people walking towards you that eventually you just see this one person in the crowd, and like you're like, that's it, that's the person I'll walk towards. Especially because I was being called initially when I pulled this card for this group, the fact that this person has like a real face. Like most of these cards, the people have, like, first of all, there's rarely a person on the card. Second of all, like they never have like real distinct faces. They're always like blurred or something. They're just like figures. You can't see a face. And so this is giving me such an intense energy. This is giving me the energy of like your guys' first eye contact. I feel like the eye contact you have with the person that you're in a connection with next is going to be very, very intense. You guys both have very like seductive energy to you. I think they're going to be super attractive to you guys. They're going to be truly, yeah, they're going to have everything that you liked about your past people, but like also they're not going to have the things that you didn't like. Tasty, you guys. This is going to be a very sexual connection. It could start off very sexual, confusing. I feel like that could be the energy of you not really understanding how this person is able to both be your type but also be a wholesome person that you could be in a genuine connection with. You know, you're confused as to how this person is edgy, but how they're also like, you know, such a softie, and how they're also like super romantic and actually kind to people. Because you're used to these toxic people from your past who are like edgy, but then also they're just rude to everyone and they acted like they didn't have any emotions. Dark, yeah, that's the energy that you get. But this is okay, this is a beautiful message coming through. I'm getting like you guys do just sort of have a little bit of a darker energy to you, and not to say that you're like malevolent or anything, but just to say that I think that maybe you guys enjoy the nighttime. Maybe you guys aesthetically wear darker clothing. Maybe your features are dark, like your features on your body are dark. Maybe you have a dark sense of humor, but I feel like there's some sort of aspect of you that is about finding beauty in the darkness. So maybe you have a dark sense of humor, but like your sense of humor is healing to you and those around you. Maybe you have a dark aesthetic, but your aesthetic is like ethereal and like almost like star seed like, but it's like dark, but it's like, you know, the solar system, outer space is also dark, but it's also beautiful and very cool. But yeah, something about finding beauty in the darkness. And I feel like the people that you've been, that have been like thrusting themselves at you in the past, these toxic people, they've been just sort of the dark in the darkness. But you're confused because, you know, you're the darkness, but you have the light attributes of the darkness too. So you're not a dark person, you're a light dark person. That sounded very weird, but it's like, you're not like the evil side of the darkness. You're the balanced yin-yang side of darkness, and you're this person that you're meeting, they're going to be the same way. They're going to be the yin-yang balanced side of darkness. They're not going to let their ego or any one side of them overtake them. They're going to be very balanced, but they will also be your type. Sloppy, that's going to be the energy of 18 plus messages. I feel like you guys are going to have a very passionate connection, maybe a little bit of a messy connection. Boring, heck no. I feel like that's coming out for irony. I feel like that could be coming out for maybe you feel like your singleness is a little boring. Not actually, but I feel like this is just a little bit referencing your single period in your life. I don't think your period of singleness was actually boring. I think that you probably could have been having a lot of fun with friends and friends with benefits or something like that. But I think that, yeah, you definitely are single. I mean, you come to this reading, you're obviously single. But I think that you felt single also for a little bit. But like, you're not going to feel single with this person at all. Four of Wands is all about commitment, you guys. Cold, yeah, you left these people out of the cold. These people left you out in the cold in the past. But you guys, this person that you're meeting next will not do that. This is going to be the energy of the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this person that you come into union next will not do that. Let's get some, oopsies. Let's get some other oracle cards. Let's get some Magdalene oracle cards. All right. Got pile 2. What's next in love for the singles of pile 2? So we're getting War and Peace, which is very much, yeah. I feel like this is both talking about the dualistic nature of this person coming in, where they're going to be like, you know, etchy but also really nice. And that could, you know, I know I'm using that example a lot, but just because it's easy, but, you know, this could also be an energy of maybe you have the type, like, you really like people... Maybe you like people who are really wholesome and like, you know, people who are like in service to others. But then maybe this person is also like really wealthy and you're like, I've only been like with people who are in service to others, but then also like really poor. How are you able to like, you know, check all of the boxes? That's like a very silly example. And then we also have love. Yeah. You guys are going to love this person. You guys have a lot of love in your life, and I feel like that's what helps bring this person in. That's how it attracts this person to you. They see you. I feel like you guys could meet while you're out with friends. You meet like this like life partner type person when you're out with friends. Because I think that, yeah, it's giving me the vibes of like you guys just sort of lock eyes across the room and you're just sort of like, there's a spark, there's a sexual tension spark lit between you guys. But yeah, for, yeah, you guys could meet at a club, honestly. The water, I just can't stop looking at the 3 of Cups. I'm feeling like you guys could meet like this future partner, yeah, at a club or at a bar or something like that. But yeah, you guys are gonna create even more love in your life with this person. All right, let's get some advice. Let's get some advice for pile 2. Singles. Pile 2 singles. For what's next in love. Some advice for what's next in love for pile 2. We have, spaceship, don't be afraid to sing. So that's beautiful that came out because we had that message about like space, you know, with the dark card. I think that maybe a lot of you guys could actually identify as being like star seeds, or maybe you guys just do feel very ethereal, very connected to like the dark realms, or connected to, you know, the solar system, or the sky, or nighttime specifically. But I think that you guys, yeah, right now you're being encouraged to just sort of do the things that make you happy, specifically with the people that make you happiest. Look, we have 3 people here. This card is really reminding me so much of the 3 of Cups. Look how they're all just 3 in a circle, you know, raising their hands together. These people are doing the same exact thing. It's telling me that you guys are supposed to connect with the people that raise your elevation right now, the people that bring love into your life and make you feel loved and appreciated despite not being in a romantic connection. Ooh, expectations, don't seek anyone's approval. I love the fact she's out at night, you guys. You guys could literally meet this next person at night. I'm feel so confident about that, you guys, because we just keep getting these messages over and over again. I think that you're going to meet this next partner at night in a club, probably when you're out with friends having fun. Yeah, because I'm getting like you guys could really love to like party and do stuff like that. Maybe you're very social, you love to go out with people, and you totally meet them there. Oh my god, guys. And then we have lavender, surround yourself with love. That's exactly what I've been saying. I love when the cards just reiterate exactly what I've been saying. It is such beautiful confirmation. Yeah, don't seek anyone's approval. Do not, you know, don't be tempted by these people, these toxic people's energy, you know? Don't be tempted by them just because you know that you're attracted to them. You know, validate the red flags that you see because you know how they made you feel in the past. And there's just giving me some energy of like there are red flags to be seen. And I think that you are doing something, you would have to do something conscious to not see them. So just like, see the people as they are and don't don't try to see anything that's not there, you know? Don't shine a light on something and like be like, what's that? And, you know, shine a light on it. You know, just let it be. Let it scurry away in the dark. That was a weird message to come out. But yeah, I see the moons here too. You guys could very much track the moon cycles. I think that it could be, honestly guys, I'm getting that it could be either on a new moon or a full moon. It's either going to be very close to a new moon or very close to a full moon, because this moon's giving me the energy of the waxing gibbous, which is, you know, culmination energy, but then this moon is giving me energy of, you know, the waning crescent moon, so it's giving me, you know, and like counting down imminent energy. So either I feel like you can meet this new person. It could be also that like a toxic ex or a person from your past, a toxic person from your past returns on, you know, one phase of the moon cycle, like near a full moon, and then this new person's going to come in the opposite phase, so on the new moon. But yeah, I think that there's some energy of the moon cycles sort of giving you a hint at something coming or something happening for you guys. But all right, pile 2, I'm gonna leave it here, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you resonated with it, please like, comment, subscribe, definitely, so I can keep your energy around. But I am going to, you know, I'll leave these here. I'm gonna leave it there. Hope you guys have a nice day or night whenever you're watching this. Bye. Hey guys, hey pile 3, if you chose secret seances, this will be your reading all about what's next in love for you singles out there. So first of all, let me just read you guys the little phrases on the bottom if you can't see them. It says spirit world, messages, assistance, memories. So I think that right now, you guys could be having a lot of dreams about like people that you're seeing, or maybe like people you don't even know, but just like romantic situations. Like maybe you have dreams about going on dates with like just random people or something, like people you've never even met in the real world. Or maybe you are meeting people and then you're having like a lot of romantic dreams about them. Or yeah, you could also just be having dreams with varying messages about like what's to come in your love life, or maybe, you know, a next future partner for you. But spirit world, messages, assistance, memories, I'm getting that you're getting a lot of messages about your love life and what's to come and what's going on in your dreams. So definitely keep a dream journal if that's something that you guys have an interest in doing. With the word assistance, I'm also getting just you know, assistance by the spirit world. So I don't think you're not only, you know, very connected to the spirit world right now, but I think that your spirit guides are very much guiding you through you know, the journey that you're on in your love life right now. So I think that you have a lot of spiritual energy surrounding you. I feel like you guys could actually be in the process of like some sort of spiritual awakening or spiritual upgrade, where you guys are growing closer to like your spirit guides and your higher self. But let's get some cards about what is to come next in love for pile 3. This card is very interesting, Secret Seances, because it was initially giving me the vibes of the 3 of Cups. Even though there are only 2 people there, it gives me the same energy of those like 3 figures dancing around joyously in the 3 of Cups. But this, like now it's sort of seeming a little bit, you know, like an entity, like ghosts or something, you know? It's reminding me of like the Paranormal Activity movies almost. So maybe you guys feel like you're seeing ghosts, or maybe you guys are like actually connecting to passed on loved ones, or you feel like you've been able to feel presences in your mists. Let's see, what's next? Let's get a card for what's next in love for pile number 3. What's next in love for pile number 3? The Star card, so interesting. So I think that you guys, really pay close attention to your dreams. And this doesn't even, for example, doesn't even have to be outright messages in your dreams about your love life. You know, maybe it's not directly a dream about you going on a date with someone, but I think they're dreams about things that are relevant to your love life. So this could even be a dream about, you know, maybe you have a toxic family member and a huge part of your healing journey was cutting off that toxic family member and learning to let their words not get to you, or learning to let it go. And maybe your that healing journey that you were on in letting go of those hurtful words that they said, I think that it very much was intertwined with the journey that you're on in, you know, your love life. And so I feel like what was I saying? Oh, I feel like, so if you have a dream like about you, for example, having a fight with this family member, then I think that that dream is telling you you still have some anger and resentment to let go of. And, you know, so it's not a message in your dream directly about your love life per se, but it's a dream that has relevance to your love life and the journey you're on in your love life. Oh, 9 of Cups. So that's beautiful, because when I had split the deck earlier, I had seen the 10 of Cups. I was going to say something, but I was already talking to you guys about something else, so I didn't. But, so you have the 9 of Cups coming out now. Yeah, I'm feeling like, oh, and then you have the Ace of Pentacles. I think that you guys are going to, you guys are walking into something. I think that you see what you're walking into. You have been getting a lot of hints. Wow, that's so interesting. So the Devil as well. Let's get some clarifying cards for each of these. Yeah, I feel like you guys have intuitive hints on like what your next relationship is, or what the next thing that's coming into your life is, or like the nature of what's to come. I feel like you guys sort of do already have the answers in you, and I think that it may be something, it could even be like dreams from a while ago, but you guys, I can't let go of the feeling like your dreams play such a weirdly important role in what's coming in your love life. Yeah, I think that also there could be an energy of your dreams helping you decipher the people that you meet. You know, maybe you meet a person and you're like, could this be it? And then you have a dream of them sort of like rejecting you. I think that that's not really a dream about your fear. I think that could be a dream that's sort of implying to you, no, it's not this person, look somewhere else. Let's see, let's get clarifiers for each of these cards. Get a clarifier for the Star. I mean, with the Star and then the 9 of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like you're being gifted something that is like a dream. So the Star being clarified by the 3 of Pentacles, so interesting. So I feel like let's keep doing it. So let's get a clarifier for the 9 of Cups. Oof, this one just flipped out, the Emperor, and it was reversed, which I do take note of, but I'm going to leave it upright. So the Emperor clarifying the 9 of Cups. I feel like you guys... Alright, let's see. Ace of Pentacles. And clarified by the 5 of Pentacles. So you guys have a lot of Pentacles energy. I'm getting that probably someone coming into your life is going to be a Capricorn. And then we have the Devil clarified by the Lovers. So this is such... You know what? I'm going to get actually all of your cards before I dive too much into the messages, because I can tell this is going to be a little bit of a complex energy and I don't want to jump the gun. But let's get some apples to apples cards. I'm feeling like you guys have you guys have a lot of like magician energy, I feel like. So let's see, what's next in love for pile number 3? Slow. So I think that what is next in love, it's going to be slow to play out. And I think that's why sort of the message of your dreams kept coming out. Because I think that it's going to almost build like a little storybook. I feel like you're going to slowly get the pieces of it. And like even with this reading, it feels like I'm just getting little pieces of messages, and then like in a little bit I'll be able to cohesively put together the message, but right now I can only give you bits and pieces because it is a little complex. Gentle. So you do go gentle with yourself and also gentle with your circumstances. there could be an energy of you being just very deeply confused by the people and things around you, and maybe in love in general. And be gentle with yourself and don't rush too hastily into anything. We also have healthy, so I think healthy as in, like, I think remain grounded. With the star energy, I think there is a lot of potential for you guys to sort of get very much in your head, especially with the message of dreams coming out so much. I think that you guys could get a little bit lost in your dreams, lost in the spiritual nature of things. You guys are sort of going through some sort of spiritual upgrade, and I think that's why everything's a little hazy right now, because and you also need to really make sure that you're grounding yourself, because it is going to be a little easy to get lost in your head and lost in your dreams, because you're sort of becoming closer connected to your spirit guides and everything. But I feel like, yeah, I think that it feels like you guys are honestly going through some sort of like third eye crown chakra activation. So I feel like honestly that's again just like irony coming out for the fact that you guys are like becoming enlightened to a lot of truths now, because you're sort of getting a lot of downloads intuitively important. I feel like sort of this energy, I think that you're in a transformative energy. With the devil coming out, I'm getting honestly that this is mostly, it's giving me phoenix energy a little bit. It's giving me tower energy. It's not really giving me outright devil energy, but it's giving me the energy of someone who's transforming. And so they're having to look at their maybe like the things that they did in the past, and they're having to move on from those things and grow from them. And so I'm getting the energy that this spiritual upgrade, this spiritual awakening you guys are going through, I feel like it's informing how you see love and influencing the people that you want to bring into your life. And so I feel like honestly right now you are in a very dreamlike state. Like, what's next in love for you guys is, I feel like, in the process of transforming, because I feel like what you want in love and what you're discovering you want in love is also in the process of transforming. This is giving me the energy that maybe before, this message came out a little bit in another pile, but maybe before you liked bad boys. But a different message was coming out in that pile, because it was giving me the idea of they wanted bad boys, but they also knew they wanted someone who was like nice, or they realized they wanted someone nice. It's giving me the energy that you guys are, I think you had a type maybe, and maybe it was a little bit of a karmic type, and you guys are just starting to realize the karmic nature of that type. Maybe it's something like you always were attracted to people who acted very nonchalant and acted very uncaring and apathetic, but actually it's because you felt like getting someone's like that's attention made you feel that much more worthy of the attention. And so I think before you didn't realize that that's what drew you into people like that, and you're now starting to wake up and realize that that's why. So it's giving me the vibe of like, yeah, what you're wanting in love is in the process of transforming. So sort of what's next in love is a little bit like up to you guys, because it is going to be dependent on what this idea of love that you want is transforming into. Shiny, so this is giving me the energy of like it's a shiny new thing, a shiny new important thing, this like new standard, new ideal of a partner that you guys want. Kind, yeah, I feel like before, I feel like you always knew you sort of wanted like a kind, nice person, but I feel like before you sort of automatically, you didn't realize that the type of person you sought out innately meant they were not going to be kind. You did not realize that seeking out someone who acts like they don't care about anything, they're going to continue to act like they don't care about anything. Even if they do give you the time of day initially, like maybe that changes, because if they're the type to just feel like it's cooler to act like you don't care, they're going to continue to act like that. Let's get some mundane magic tarot cards. I want to get, do you have any idea of what is this that pile 3 is transforming into in their love life? You know, what do they want? So honestly, I feel like what's next in your love life is you getting a lot of information. I think that you guys, if I'm being real, I don't even know if there's that many people to meet. I think that the playing field may be a tad barren for you guys. because I'm just being called to remember how, like, I thought this felt like the Three of Cups, but now I realize one person's missing, and these two people are like apparitions. They're not actually real distinct people. And the fact that so many of these cards have like just a single person in them, or a person in them that's almost like, you know, that you have the Lovers, but then we also have this guy who's also in there, but he's like just a secondary character. I feel like with the Lovers, this is you, yeah, you're needing to make the choice of just sort of who you want to let into your life. And I feel like right now your options in general are very barren, and that's because you're meant to not have a lot of people come through, because you are in a little bit of a confusing energy. Your inner world is transforming, and so if you had too many people come through as like real life examples of the type of love you wanted before and the type of love you're starting to want now, it would just make all of the messages, all of the lessons a little too confusing in your brain. So right now I feel like you're really going through like a sort of insular moment, insular energy, where you're sort of just, yeah, you're getting through this spiritual awakening, this spiritual process. My like third eye is honestly like throbbing a little bit right now when I said that. So I feel like that could be, yeah, very much true for you guys. I think that you guys are going through some sort of like third eye awakening, where you guys are just seeing what you want and what is good for you in a much clearer light. We have the Six of Lattes, which is the Six of Cups. I feel like what's on the other end of this, you guys are realizing you're manifesting a soulmate. You guys are realizing you're manifesting, or you want to manifest a soulmate. You want to manifest someone who's kind, someone who's good to you, someone who treats you well. You don't just want someone who... You don't want someone for their energy. I feel like, yeah, this is really giving me the vibe of you're waking up right now to how you are attracted to toxic people, basically. And if you don't identify with that message right now, it could be that very soon you identify with that message, or maybe this reading kickstarts that process for you. But I feel like if you guys feel like you're going through a spiritual awakening, I feel like part of the function of this spiritual awakening is to sort of enlighten you to what you want in a spiritual connection, or a romantic connection, because you're going to realize that you do want a soulmate. You want someone who's kind to you, who's a warm presence, and that's what you're getting. So we have the Engineer of Knives, which is the... Oh my gosh, I think it's the King of Swords. It's the King of Swords. So yeah, right now you guys are... I feel like the King of Swords, honestly, is a little bit of what the universe is acting like to you right now. They're cutting off people from being able to even expose themselves to you. So they're not even letting people like walk in your vicinity, let alone your energetic field. They're not even letting you see a person, let alone like talk to them, because they want you to sort of get through the hump of this spiritual transformation. And I don't think it's going to take a long time. I think you have other things in your life that are going on that are going to distract you from it. But I still just think that you guys are going to be a little bit in a hermit energy for, you know, at least a few weeks. And then you'll be able to, you know, date around, meet people, and really be able to detect which people you would have that old karmic attachment or attraction to, versus what people you have your newfound soulmate type connection to. And then we have the Two of Lighters, which is the Two of Wands. Yeah, you want someone that, you know, whereas before I feel like you craved excitement and, yeah, just excitement when it comes to connections. I feel like that's what it is. You wanted to feel things. I feel like now you're realizing that the things you wanted to feel were just any sort of emotion. You didn't realize that actually you just want to feel love and warmth and security. Whereas I feel like before you were like, I wanted to feel like chaotic. I wanted to feel excitement, so I settled for chaos. Whereas I feel like now you're realizing I want excitement, but I want that in the form of going on spontaneous trips together, and my partner getting me like gifts or something, or my partner like surprising me with something, or just, you know, like being able to like pick up and move whenever you want. You want a sense of excitement that gives you a sense of control over your life, and also a sense that like this life is something to be excited about sustainably, where you didn't, you know, whereas I feel like in before you knew you wanted excitement, but the way that you thought it had to manifest itself was through the chaos of these people and these connections, you know? You wanted excitement. You wanted to feel like you had a dramatic love story, so you you know, felt attracted to people who didn't give you the time of day because you wanted that dramatic love story of pining after that person. But now you're realizing actually that was sort of caused by some sort of insecurities of you not getting the attention you needed growing up. And now you do realize you still want a dramatic love story, but you realize you want a dramatically wholesome love story where this person sweeps you off your feet and they're your knight in shining armor. You know, there's an energy of, you know, like you're validating the things that should be validated in what you wanted in a love connection, but you're also validating the things that you only wanted because of insecurities. You're seeing yourself and your wants and your desires and romantic connections for what they are and who they are, and you're not you're not gonna allow yourself to settle for less, I feel like. Or that'll be the energy that you come out of this spiritual transformation with. So let's get one more card from the Magic Mundane Tarot deck. About this new person, about this new energy that they're curating in their life. Yeah, so King of Swords, again, it's just telling me that there is going to have to be, like, you know, strong boundaries that you have in place. You're going to have to say no to people, you know? And these are going to be people, I'm getting the vibe that, honestly, the universe is going to probably tease you or test you a little bit with people. So, you know, after you come out of this spiritual awakening, they'll probably give you people who were your type before the spiritual awakening. They'll give you people that were this sort of toxic type, and you're gonna have to have the foresight and the maturity to be like, I know that this is a person that I would have gone for like 2 months ago, but now I know that this is a person that I'm attracted to because of some deep-rooted insecurities, so I know better than to entertain them. You're gonna have to do the hard work of cutting them off. But the Empress, you're going to birth a beautiful soulmate connection. You're gonna birth a connection that is warm, exciting, but also secure. And I feel like you guys don't realize that you do want security. Maybe you mistakenly always equated security and stability with boredom and stagnancy, but I feel like you're going to realize that no, actually those are necessary things for you to feel like this connection is genuine. So let's get some Magdalene Oracle cards about this connection, about what's coming in for you, for your love life. You're manifesting a soulmate, but like it is something that you're going to have to birth. So this is giving me the energy of, it's interesting. Pile 1, I was getting intentional manifestation of a person. Pile 2, I was getting unintentional manifestation of a person. For you, I'm getting both. I'm getting, like, before, right now, you're accidentally, unintentionally manifesting toxic people in your life just because you don't realize that the things you find attractive or alluring about a person are toxic things. And so now you're sort of in the process of intentionally manifesting something. So let's get some energy about what's next in love for pile 3, for the singles. Intimacy. Yeah, I feel like that's honestly intimacy with yourself, intimacy with what you want in a connection and why you seek out these people. I think honestly your mind's going to be a little blown. Maybe you're relatively disappointed by the fact that I'm saying you guys are going to have to be in your own energy for like a month or so before you come out of this spiritual awakening and are able to get into romantic connections. But I feel like you guys are going to be, honestly, your third eye is going to be awakening so hard. Your crown chakra is going to be opening up so hard, so intensely. You guys are going to be curating such intimate energy with yourself and your spirit guides and your higher self that you're not even really going to notice the passage of time. You guys are going to be very preoccupied with this spiritual awakening and very preoccupied with the process of understanding yourself. There's a lot of energy of your mind being blown when you self-reflect and introspect on why you've gone through the things you've gone through, specifically when it comes to the romantic connections you've consciously sought out. So we have ascension. That's beautiful. You are ascending right now. You are spiritually ascending. Truly, through and through, spiritually ascending. The matrix. You are ascending through the matrix. You are ascending through this 3D earth. And that's what it can be boiled down to. You are realizing now what things on this 3D earth are kept you tethered to wanting those type of connections. And they are things such as, these experiences from your childhood, abandonment issues, feeling like you didn't have any attention growing up, or people didn't pay attention to you or didn't care about you. You are seeing through that. You're seeing how you are more than just your circumstances, or you're seeing how you are your circumstances, but also so much more. And you're able to sort of use those circumstances to know how to navigate through your life now. And so you're ascending through the matrix. You're seeing past why you were attracted to these, petty little things. You're becoming intimately closer with yourself, and through that you're able to find exactly what you want for in love. And that is the message that's coming out mostly. It's that you're going to find exactly what you're looking for when it comes to love. And then we have this card, Sophia, coming out, which is beautiful, because this is the card that for me means love, but it means sort of like an exotic sort of love, a foreign love, a love that is a different type than you've encountered before. And that's exactly what is coming in for you guys. After you go through this transformation and you decide what it is that you want in a partner, that is the partner that you're going to get. It is going to be something very different than you're used to, but this also is going to be something that you do have probably past life ties to. And I think that's why this spiritual awakening is especially important, because it's a spiritual awakening that closely connects you to your higher selves, your spirituality, but also consequently your past lives. And so I feel like this is soulmate coming in is probably going to be someone that you have a past life with, someone that you something that your soul has known will be good for you. A person, a fellow soul that your soul has known will be good for you. Especially after having all of these relatively negative people in your life. But let's get some final messages for you guys. Some final words of advice. Yeah, I think that honestly, and if I'm being real, you guys, I think that whatever I even told you right now about your partner, the next person you'll be in a connection with, I feel like you would say you're disappointed in it, or you don't want that person, or that you don't claim it, or you don't resonate with it, because I feel like you're not going to resonate with that energy. You're not going to be truly excited about that next person until you get through this spiritual awakening, because it truly is the outcome of this spiritual awakening. Something in your DNA is truly transforming, and it's going to cause you to wholeheartedly seek out a different type of person. You're truly no longer going to be attracted to the bad boys, and it's going to blow your mind. You're going to be like, wow, first of all, how do I not feel so attracted to this bad boy like I was before? Because I know I would have been obsessed with them had I met them a few months ago. But also, how could I have ever been that obsessed with this sort of bad boy before? Because this is not at all what I want now. And we also have Lioness. You've earned all your stripes. Oh my God, that's how you're going to feel after this. You've earned all your stripes. You quite literally will. After this spiritual awakening, you will meet a person that is going to feel like... It's giving me the vibe of this spiritual awakening is you cutting through a jungle. Your plane crashes and you have to cut through a jungle. That's your spiritual awakening. And that's tumultuous and difficult, and it takes a little bit, but it's occupying your mind and your time, so you don't notice the time pass. And then you see a beautiful beach after you cut down the last tree or whatever. You see a beautiful beach, and that's just the person on the other side. You didn't even know that that's what you were walking towards. You had no idea what you would find after you were cutting through all this stuff. But it's exactly the peaceful, relaxing energy that you that you wanted, and you didn't even realize that's what you were looking for until you stumbled upon it, or until you like had to do the work to get through to that point. You know, you're not going to realize this is the type of person that you want until you very literally realize this is the type of person you want, and you're not going to realize that until your spiritual awakening. Tower, unplug and relax for a spell. Yeah, Tower, you're going through a Tower moment right now. And that's what I said. I feel like that's what I was talking about with the Devil energy too. I wasn't getting the Devil energy so much as like a current temptation, obsessive energy, so much as I was getting it being a sort of, yeah, like a negative energy that you're closing out and you have to walk away from, just like the Tower. Then we have Potion, remember to practice self-love. Yeah, so I think that's going to be most important right now. And quite literally with Potion, I think that things like, you know, you are going through a spiritual awakening right now, or you will very soon be. And so I think that things like, you know, maybe like spiritual spells, spiritual potions, could help you sort of step into your spirituality a little more and help guide you through it. I feel like you're in the process of resurrecting a whole new life for yourself, if I'm being honest, you guys. And this love aspect is just one part of it. I'm very excited for you guys. Your entire life is changing because the very fibers of who you are, I feel like, is changing. And it's not that the fibers of who you are is changing, but it's that I feel like you guys are really ridding yourself of a lot of 3D ego karmic attachments. And so it's going to feel like you're a brand new person because you are going to come out of this spiritual awakening almost like an angel on earth, almost like an earth angel, because you're going to come out of this almost cleansed of, you know, the karmic 3D energy. You're going to be very closely tied to your higher self. You're going to feel like a 3D version of your higher self after the spiritual awakening. That's how life-changing it'll be. That was a beautiful message to come through. But yeah, I think that you guys, it is really intense. So you guys are really being called to unplug and relax and just sit in your own energy. Yeah, I'm getting that even, I don't even know if you really are that down to like hang out with your friends and family and loved ones. I'm getting like really you guys are going to feel a little exhausted and also a little in your head, because spiritual awakenings are pretty head heavy things. So I feel like, yeah, you guys are going to be in a little bit of a hermit mode. I'm surprised the hermit card didn't come out, but yeah, you guys are definitely going to be in a hermit mode for at least, I gotta say, like a month, honestly, guys, because this spiritual transformation is going to be, it's going to rock your world in a little bit. I gotta be real. But in a great way, in a very much appreciated way, in a much needed way. And what's on the other end of this? The other end of this is exactly the person that you're seeking out. And I know that may feel like a little bit of a cop-out answer, but I'm telling you guys that you guys are going to have a little bit of a barren playing field for the next month or so. But then once you're over this spiritual transformation, once you're over the hump of it, you'll meet a bunch of people, and a few months from then, you're going to meet the person that is the exact type of person you realized you wanted through this spiritual transformation. And so I'm giving you honestly like a time frame of like 5 to 6 months of meeting this soulmate type of person. And I think that the exact type of person they are is going to differ from person to person, but regardless, this is going to be a person who is nice, treats you well, you have a past life with, so you all automatically are very comfortable in their presence, and they're just simply going to be not toxic in ways that these other people were not. They're going to be wholesome in ways that these other people you encountered were toxic. They're going to be very different than your usual type, but they're going to be exactly your new type. But alright, pile 3, I'm going to leave it there, you guys. If you liked this reading, please like, comment, subscribe. I really enjoyed that. I'm so excited and pumped for your spiritual awakening. Definitely comment down below if you resonate with that part, because I feel like that's such an important part of this message. But yeah, so yeah, if you're not in your spiritual awakening yet, it also could be saying like this, it's soon to come for you guys. But yeah, have a nice day or night whenever you guys are watching this, and I'll connect with you guys soon. Bye.